Hello, welcome back to this space. It's Angel here. Thank you for joining me one more time in another video. So today I'm blindly ranking 10 decks. This is a VR to Sylvie at Fairlight Tarot. I really wanted to jump in on this when I saw Candy from Candy Soul and Soil and even Chanel Days, their VRs to this tag. However, there came the problem because I don't live with anybody. I don't particularly like people in my space, and I don't have anybody really that knows that I do tarot or that I've got like a spiritual practice. So that part of my life is like a bit of a mystery. I like to keep my cards close to my chest, and nobody knows I have a YouTube channel because, you know, it's I don't know, they just don't. So I really wanted to get around this, and my plan to get around it was to employ the help of an unsuspecting friend by sending a text message this morning asking them to choose 10 numbers from 1 to 350 and not to ask any questions. And they did! What a great friend. They're quite used to me keeping my cards close to my chest, I've got to say. So I haven't looked up the decks that associate with the numbers, so your guess is going to be as good as mine. And with that being said, let's jump in. So let's start with the response that I received from my friend. Here is the text message. It's incoming now. And as you'll see, it was a very short reply. It was, okay, let's have a think. And then 10 numbers without any other kind of question or comment, apart from a couple of emojis. Excellent, great friend. Love it when I can get away with those kind of things with my friends. No questions asked. Okay, that being said, let's move on to the first step. Nervous for doing this. Very bizarre. Okay, let's move to the first number. The first number was 350. Which deck associated with that number? This one. This is Bodieas Tarot of Earthly Delights. It was one of the last decks that went back onto my shelf because I've been using it very recently. I also showed it recently in a video. Top 5 decks of 2024, something like that. I think this ranked quite highly because I've used it 2 months out of the 7 of 2024. Which was quite a surprise because if you've seen any of my videos speaking about this deck, when I first got it home, it was a Kickstarter that I backed. I got it home and I didn't open it. I wrapped it for Christmas last year. Opened it at Christmas, and then I was like, I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like the borders. I was all like, I'm in an about it. And I used it and I was like, what was I thinking? I love this deck. And then it kind of popped up a month or two ago again. Just out of the blue, it was like, hello, please use me because I have a message for you. So I used it for another month. So it was, it was a sneaky beaky deck. It kind of crept up on me, but I love it. This is going to be tough. I don't know how to rank it because it's the first one out, and it's one of my, it's a favourite. But of course, I've got a lot of favourites in my collection. Let's grab a pad and a pen and let's do some ranking. Let's do that now. Okay, so here we go. All the spaces, all to play for. Let me just show you my super duper funky pen that I purchased yesterday. I went down to the town and I wanted to treat my inner child. So I bought a little unicorn pen, and it's a magical pen. It's actually a pen, but you can, rub out the pen. You can rub it out. It's magic. And I was like, my inner child would love that. So there we are. That was a by the by. A little bit of magic for you as a freebie. Okay, Bodieas Tarot. I'm kind of tempted to put it at number 3. I'm going to do it. She who dares wins. Oh, for goodness sake. It would possibly help if I could actually spell this tarot deck. Okay, Bodieas Tarot. At number 3. Okay, let's move on to the next number. I'm very nervous. So deck number 44 was in my tarot cart. It was the Adventure Tarot, a road trip inspired deck for self-discovery and belonging. This is a deck that I opened this month, actually. This is my July deck. Excuse me. Oh, that frog in my throat, honestly, that's going to get on my nerves, and probably yours as well. Yeah, so I'm literally using it this month. I literally moved this off my desk to make this video. These are the backs, which I think are gorgeous. Gilded in like a matte gold from the get-go. And yeah, this is my card pull from yesterday. And I'm just going to show you the deck I've been pairing it with, which I shouldn't, but I'm going to. Because it's just here. This is the Rainbow Skull Oracle. And look at the two cards I pulled. These were sitting on my desk just a wee second ago before I moved them. No decisions, just grooving with the Page of Cups. I mean, hello, look at the synchronicities of these two. Loving them. That being said, I've only just started using this. However, with that being said, I did get an amazing reading a couple of days ago. Because I pulled this card. This has also been sitting on my altar because of the reading that I did with this deck about my inner heroine and finding my adventurous side and bringing it forward. Now I'm going to say that I'm not a massive fan of the artwork, and this is quite strange as well to say that I recently did one of my recent videos out was what's it called, Battle of the Mages, where I excuse me, battled one major with the other major off against each other. Excuse me. And I decided to use this deck for that video, which was kind of a bit of a coincidence that it's appeared again in this one so soon. What was my point? So my point was, in that video I was thinking, I hadn't worked with it at that point either. I was thinking, I'm not really sure if I like the artwork, but with the readings that I've gotten, and I haven't particularly been going to the guidebook either, it's just like the intuitive messages I've been getting through, I'm really enjoying it. Excuse me. And it's grooving really well with the Rainbow Skull Oracle deck. That hasn't helped at all as to where I'm going to rank this beauty. I don't know, because I've just started using it, but I'm really enjoying it. Oh, I don't know. And I love this card. Oh. Okay, this is tougher than I thought it was going to be. Move this over here. Let me get my piece of selenite out of the way, because that's not going to help, is it? Doobie-doo. I'm going to show a few more cards while I'm standing here thinking about things. Oh, goodness me, I just don't know. How about, if I knew, obviously, what other decks I'm going to be, looking at and ranking, it would be much easier. Would it not? I think I'm going to go with 5. Would that be quite smart to do? Because I'm really enjoying it, but I don't know what other decks are going to appear. Maybe I should put it at 6. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna put it at number 6. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna do it. Adventure Tarot. Done and dusted and in the bag. Okay, just to say that my tarot and oracle decks are like blended on my shelves, so it could well be that we get some oracle decks in here as well. Okay, let's move on to the next number. Okay, number 165. There's me mentioned about the oracle decks, and here appears an oracle. Oracle of Mystical Moments. Oh, this is a toughie, and it's a bit of a coincidence because I actually paired this one with the tarot, Bodieas Tarot, a couple of months ago, when I paired it with the Magic of You Oracle as well. Oh, this is a tough one. I think this is going to be lower down in the ranking. I do have the Tarot of Mystical Moments. Love that deck. If you've watched my channel, you'll know that's my deck I use for ancestral work for my maternal ancestors. I do apologise for this frog in my throat today. And I believe I got the Oracle before I got the Tarot deck, I think. And I didn't use the Oracle deck particularly very much. And then I used it with the, what's that deck called? The Artist, I want to say Pinter. I'm going to put the name on the screen. The Pinter Tarot, I think it's called. Something like that. And I paired the Pinter Tarot with this, and that really went really well. And then this also paired really well with Bodieas Tarot. So it's yeah, it's a good deck. I like it, but it's not like, it wouldn't be one that I grabbed if, Lord forbid, my apartment was burning down. So I think saying that, I'm going to put it at maybe like number 7, and it's not because it's not a great deck. It is a great deck, but it's a deck that I haven't used by itself. I've paired it with other things, and the message has been really good with those pairings. But I think this needs like a partner to allow it to shine. Does that make sense? I hope so. Love the artwork. Okay, I think I'm ready to rank it. I'm ready to rank it. I'm ready to do it. I'm living the dream. Okay, so I think I'm gonna say doobie doobie doo. Take a drink of something, have a bit of a sip, and let me just have a quick think about this. I think I'm gonna say no rain today. I'm gonna rank it at number 8. Let's have a look. Oracle of Mystical Moments. I do love you, Oracle of Mystical Moments. I do. Otherwise you wouldn't be in my collection. Oh, quite nervous. 3 down, 7 to go. Let's do this. Okay, number 175. This is going to be an easy one. This is the Tree Angel Oracle deck. And why is it going to be easy? Well, that would be because I haven't worked with it, so I can't really say where it sits in my practice. Excuse me. I purchased this deck when I was working with the Birch Energy. Was that last year, I think? Goodness me, time flies when you're having fun. So I got it for that, and I was getting more into, connecting with tree energy. And although my focus has moved from the birch tree and it, has moved to the rowan tree and the oak tree, I still haven't worked with this deck, which is sacrilege. I should be working with this deck. But it hasn't called to me yet to do that. So, although the artwork is really beautiful, I haven't particularly read the guidebook apart from for the birch tree entry, just to see what that snippet of information was. So I'm going to put this at number 10, obviously, not because it's not a great deck. It no doubt is, but I just haven't worked with it. So that was an easy one. I like this. This was good. This was a good choice. I like it. Okay, let's just grab the ranking list. Tree Angel Oracle deck. Okay. Yes. Let's move on to the next one. Still nervous. Okay, so the next number is number 10, and the first 30 decks as mentioned are on my self-love altar. So we're going to count together. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 starting from the left, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, another Oracle deck. Exciting. Okay, so these are the backs. This one was edged or gilded out of the box in this beautiful turquoise colour. Yeah, I love this deck, but I'm going to say that about all the decks because I do love this one, and I love all of the decks in my collection, otherwise they wouldn't be in my collection. This is a deck that I use with the Darkwood Tarot. It's a deck that I've used a lot with my Inner Wolf facet. Shall we have a bit of a focus in? What do we think about that? Apologies for the dodgy camera work, as per usual. Yeah. Where I'm going to rank it, I don't know. I don't know. I do really like it. But I do work with several different... I love this. Oh, Gordon Bennett. It's done that on purpose just to throw a spanner in the works. I was going to say I do love this oracle. However, I do work with a couple of other oracles with the Darkwood Tarot for my Inner Wolf and Red Bonnet practice. But this has given me some really good readings. However, I wouldn't use it alone. I would only use it with the Darkwood Tarot or the Horror Tarot. I've also used it with that deck. Oh, I don't know. Oh, goodness me. Let's have a look. What have we got available? I'm wondering if maybe this should be like number 5 or maybe number 7. But it depends. I don't know. Depends what other decks are going to come in. They might be my absolutist favouritists. Is that a word? No, I don't think so. I'm going to take a sip of coffee because I'm feeling the pressure. I'm feeling the pressure, man. Yeah, I'm also going to say actually that the image is quite dark with this deck. However, it reads really. I think it reads quite nurturing. It's a nurturing deck, and I'm not going to say it's gentle, but it does nurture. And I've felt really seen. Can I say that by this deck? It almost feels like it's held my hand through my work with my inner wolf and my inner red bonnet. Oh goodness me! Let's bring the ranking system in. I think I'm going to go with. Maybe I should go with 7, because all the rest of them could be really great decks, and this is a great deck. Oh, I'm just gonna do it. Right, what's this one called? Earth and Bone Oracle. Okay, Earth and Bone Oracle. No points for handwriting. You can tell the pressure's on. I'm just scribbling down words and things. Okay, we're looking to the next deck. Oh, hold on to your hats. Number 77. It's another oracle. Can you believe it? As I did mention, my oracles and tarot decks are they're kind of stored together. I tend to store them in like they're not seasonal decks. It's like decks that pair nicely together, or of the same genre or theme. So for instance, all my fantasy decks are together, my modern decks are together, my colourful decks are together, that kind of thing. Anyway, so these are the backs. This is the French version of this deck. It's also an indie deck. I edge mine like this beigey colour, which I think absolutely it works perfectly. Love this deck. I used this deck, I want to say like September last year, October maybe. September, October, November, something like that. Love this. And had an amazing experience with it. Can I think of what decks I used with it otherwise? No, I cannot. Without going back to my journal and looking. But I know I had an excellent selection of decks I worked with that month, and they just were fantastic. I've got a feeling that maybe the Darkwood Tarot was one of those decks. That Darkwood Tarot gets everywhere, honestly. Really enjoyed this one. I think this could be a standalone deck as well, actually. And although, I don't know. I love the art style, and I really enjoy the guidebook. And I'm just thinking about how I've ranked Earth and Bone Oracle and Oracle of Mystical Moments. I think this could be a deck that could stand alone, unlike those other two. So maybe this should go a bit higher. What about the other decks that are coming, that still to come, are, better than this one? But, hey ho, she who dares wins. Nobody remembers a coward. Oh, holy moly. This looks like Henry Cavill, does it not? Does it not? It really does. And actually, this reminds me that this is I had some really great readings with this about my contracts with self, which kind of opened the can of worms to my inner wolf and my inner red cap and my inner witch and my inner heroine that's come forward since the end of last year almost. Yeah, I'm going to put this at number 5. Oh, I'm going to dare to. Let me get my unicorn pen, my magical unicorn pen. This is called the Muse. No, it's not. It's called, what's it called? Where's the box gone? Divine Muses. Divine Muses Oracle. Do you have this deck? Do you enjoy it? I've got to say I love it. And I'm thinking, which is a bit of a tangent, but I purchased the Witch Oracle, Woman in Total Control of Herself, and it suddenly struck me when I was looking through that deck that maybe this would pair nicely with that one, because it's kind of a bit subdued and a bit of a sepia tone, and and that Witch Oracle has not been. It didn't float my boat when I did the reading with it, and I purchased it to do to go with my inner witch facet work, which I'm doing. Anyway, that's irrelevant. But my thought was I'm going to keep this out because I'm going to try it with that deck because I'm a rebel like that. Okay, next deck. Okay, let's do a bit of a recap. So we've had 2 tarots, and we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 Oracle decks. We've still got 1, 2, 4 and number 9, those spaces available. Okay, the next number is, let's have a look, 88. Oh, go on, Bennett, I'm quite nervous. Let's get this done. Okay, number 88 was on my cosmic shelves, and that would be the Aurasuma Tarot. Oh, so we've got a tarot, which is great. This was a second-hand deck on the website, the second-hand website that I love. I purchased quite a few of my crystals and things from. Saw it, didn't know anything about it, decided to purchase it. These are what the backs look like. This is a chunky monkey of a deck, and I think this copy of this deck is from the 90s, and it's a deck that adds, what's the word, new cards, or new cards are channeled and then added to the deck. I can't really say very much because I haven't worked with this deck still, and I got this a long time ago, maybe like a year and a half ago, maybe, no, a year ago maybe, I'm not really sure, but I haven't used it. I've been, you know, busy with other decks and other things. You know, this facet of self-work has really been nourishing my soul. Yeah, so I know that Ethany, I've watched quite a few of their videos talking about this deck, and they're a real fan of it. And I know I kind of reference back to their videos when I was thinking about purchasing this deck secondhand. So with that being said, obviously I haven't used it, so I can't say whether it's a good deck or not, because, you know, I just don't know, which makes my life and my job very, very much easier, because now I can rank this at number 9, because I haven't used it. What I can say about this deck is once the point of this, or interesting point of this deck is there is a second, let me just see here, there's a second grouping of majors, when you've kind of, wait, I'm going to explain this really badly. Let me see if Editing Angel can, you know, find some fantastic information and pop it on the screen for you, instead of me making a big hash of it whilst trying to talk to you here and now. Yes, anyway, the point is I haven't used it. I don't know if it's any good. Probably is. It's probably fantastic. So I'm going to rank it at number 9. Bish Bash Bosh. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Well, I don't know what your aunt's name is, but, you know, it's just a saying. Aurasuma Tarot. Oh, we've got all the top spots left. Am I nervous? Are you nervous? Probably not. Okay, let's move on to the next deck. Oh, I've nudged the camera again. What a nincompoop. Okay, so we've got 3 decks left. We've got 9, 27 and 13. I can tell you that all of those decks are here, here and here. They're on my self-love altar in front of me. So let's move on to number 9. I think that's going to be, you've probably seen it because we counted down, didn't we, earlier? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which was the Horror Tarot. Ta-da! Oh, that way. Ta-da! Never work with props or children or animals, don't they say that? Oh, lordy lord. I'm not in the right frame of mind today. I'm all over the show. Do I love this deck? Yes. Would I want to be without this deck? No. Have I edged this deck in black? Yes, I most definitely have. Love it. Pairs really well with the Darkwood Tarot. It's by the same artist as the Darkwood Tarot. I tend to use this as an oracle deck, actually, quite surprisingly. So I tend to pair both the Horror Tarot and this one together. Do I use it all year round? I most definitely do. Do I class it as a Halloween deck? I most definitely do not. Should I stop asking silly questions and answering them in a silly way? Yes, I most definitely should. Should we rank this one? Yes, we most definitely should. Can I just say I love the box as well? I love this. It's gorgeous. It's got to be quite high up, is it not? But what about if the other ones are really super duper fantastic? Because now I cheated and now I know that those decks... Oh, stop babbling. Stop babbling. Where's my super duper pen? Here's my super duper unicorn pen. I'm going to put it at number 4. Horror Tarot, because I do love it. And I think it would actually work really well alone, but standalone. It's done. It's done. Number 4. Okay, what was the next number? Number 27? No? Yes, number 27. Okay. Number 27 was this deck. This is in one of my super duper cubby holes here. It's a French deck, and this is what it's called. I'm going to translate it on the screen for you because I can't remember what it's called in English. It's got like this foiling on the backs. Can you see this? Flashy, flashy. And it's gilded out the box, which I love. It's a mass market deck. Yeah, love this deck. I got it to go with, I think it's called the Sell and Raise tarot deck. It pairs beautifully with that one. I'm going to pop a picture in here so you can see it and you know what I'm talking about. That's one of my favourite decks. So I kind of was reminded when I was on Amazon, I kind of saw this and I was like, oh, that reminds me of my Sell and Raise tarot. Decided to purchase it on the spot. Thinking about it now, I think this is actually something about, I think that the name of the oracle is like the Twinflame Oracle, because I remember when I first got it, I looked at the guidebook and it was all about, you know, lovey-dovey stuff, and I don't do lovey-dovey. I was going to elaborate on that, but I'm not going to. So I don't do lovey-dovey. Love this card. And so I decided just to read it intuitively, which has worked amazingly well for me. And I love the artwork. I think it's modern, and you know, it is really intuitive. It kind of, you know, it sparks that intuitive hit for me. I mean, look at this. I mean, come on, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Now, I wouldn't. Oh, wait a second. Let me just grab my super duper ranking system here. I wouldn't have put it at number 2 or number 1, and I wouldn't have put it above Bodieas Tarot or the Horror Tarot either, or the Divine Muses Oracle. Oh no, it is good, but it's good because I also pair it with that other deck, and it makes an excellent, you know, combination. But I'm going to have to put it at number 2, aren't I? Because it's not my number 1 deck. Oh, I'm going to call it I think it's called Twinflame Oracle now that I've thought about it. I'm going to put French deck. Okay. Last one. Let's see. This is going to be interesting to see at the end how these ranked. Last one. Okay, the last deck was number 13. Unlucky for some, not so unlucky for me. It's another Oracle deck. It's the Compendium of Witches. This is, I would say, one of my most favourite Oracle decks. I love it, and I'm currently using it for my Inner Witch facet work. Hence the reason that it's up on my self-love desk right here. Yeah, so I've edged mine in like mustard colour, and then I bronzed off the edges with a pen on my finger, and I just like bronze off the edges to make it look a bit oldie worldy. Love this deck. I love it so much that this is the mass market version. I believe it was a Kickstarter originally. I love it so much that I went onto the creator's website. I'm going to pop the creator's name here, and I purchased the book to go with it, the indie book, which is beautiful. I'm going to say you don't need the indie book to read with this deck because it comes with a perfectly good guidebook in the mass market version. Beautiful card. Yeah, I've even used this deck for like Dawn Michelle's Weavership, Fellowship of the Weavers practice, as well as some other readings that I've done, some earthy readings. Love it. And you know, I haven't really got a choice, have I? I've got to rank it at number 1, and I think that's all good. I think it is really good that I'm going to be ranking this at number 1 because, you know, as one of my favourite Oracle decks, I'm totally down with that. I love this. I want to get me a pair of pruning scissors, or shears, not shears, scissors. Let me grab my ranking. Here we go. Number 1, Pride of Plies, Compendium of Witches. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to have a look at how I would have ranked them had I seen them all from the beginning, from the get-go. Yeah, let's have a bit of a rundown. So as a bit of a recap, if I had known what the 10 decks were in advance, Bodieas Tarot would most definitely have come at number 1, most definitely because it's such a fantastic deck. I enjoyed it so much, and the reasons being amazing. Number 2, A Companion of Witches, that would have gone down 1. Horror Tarot, that would have gone up 1 to number 3. Adventure Tarot, although it's really new, the readings I've been getting have been blowing my mind. That would have gone up to number 4 from number 6. Twinflame Oracle would have gone down to number 8. So then we would have had the Muses Oracle, Earth and Bones Oracle, Oracle of Mystical Moments, Twinflame Oracle, Aurasuma Tarot, and the Tree Angel Oracle. So it's pretty much the top spots that would have had a bit of a reshuffle. So yeah, there we have it. Thank you to my friend, although they don't really know what they were letting themselves in for. But thank you for the input of my friend with the 10 numbers. Thank you very much for joining me and keeping me company on this journey, just for a bit of fun. And yeah, I'm going to wish you a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Take care, and I hope to see you in the next video. Toodaloo!